Welcome back to Try and Win Siralim Ultimate. Today we're going to be looking at the Evoker. And I don't have that much experience with spell gems, but I have tweaked them enough and I've done lots of testing, made my own calculator. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. First, we're going to fuse our character number 1, the Bile Slime, with the Mimic. We always need a Mimic, just to make sure that we are the ones in control. We'll make him this one. Look into those eyes. This results in a creature that, well, when he's resurrected, everybody gets resurrected. So this is my safety net. He starts the battle immediately, and for his item, he will regenerate my creature's 25% health every time he gets a turn. So that's based off of his gear. Next up, we have my healing unit. That's going to be the Unicorn Consecrator combined with the Succubus Spirit. So this Succubus Spirit is what allows my Sand Giant to constantly keep moving, to constantly get turns in even though he's healing. We'll go with this one. So when he attacks, he'll heal, and that might help out as well. So he's my attacker in the group. He's not the only attacker, but he is an attacker in the group. As for his traits, his weapon, or his artifact, gives him Unbidden Miracle. After my creatures are healed, they get an extra healing effect. So this will give me even more chances to activate Carnal Genesis. Next up, we have Malignant Spirit. After an enemy is resurrected, this creature deals damage to all enemies equal to 40% of its intelligence. He's pretty much gonna kill everybody who comes back from the dead. Is how I already built one of these guys, but I'm gonna go and make another one for this one. I'm pretty sure I have like this exact build with the Kolas Firebrand, except I want one to be sorcery, because this is gonna be a spellcaster. Alright, so this is going to result in whenever I do damage, period, my health will be a factor in doing that damage. Going to be the main factor. It's going to be doing the bulk of the damage more than intelligence against defense, which is why I modified the gems the way I did. And as for his item, he has Kana, which will allow him to cast any of his first 3 damaging spell gems, 35% chance just to start the battle with it. With the fact that I like to use the Nyx Informer and Mimic, hopefully the enemy never gets a move. And if they do get a move, or if the battle does begin, actually, hopefully they never get a move in that I keep stealing the timeline from them. So this is again my domination of time. The spells that I'm giving him, in fact, we're going to start out with Rapture. Actually, let's just sort by tier. That'll be easier for me to find. This is 1 charge. He will cast it twice. Most of that potency is based on health, and I get better mileage doing defense penetration rather than trying to improve his damage. I'm picking Rapture first because it has the fewest charges, and I may be able to get Arcane to activate on this, assuming that spells go from top to bottom on the autocast. Next up, we got Steel Storm. I don't like that it keeps jumping to the top every time I put in a gem. This is another massive damage spell. So I'm going from top to bottom in the order that I will have my guy cast. He'll just go and start out slinging the best spells, and if he ends up running low on spells, then we'll figure something out. Next up, we are going to have Cyclone Strike, a good favorite. Now, I did unequip or dismantle this property here. Casting it on 2 different targets doesn't seem to do any extra damage. At least not in the current version anyways. Maybe that'll change in the future. But Cyclone Strike is a good favorite. Next up, we're going to have Star Pact, another massive damage spell. There's a good chance that I might have buffs at some point, so might as well. We're going to round out with Lightning Storm. It's a pretty good spell. Because this is an Evoker, I should not be affected by Silence, so I can just ignore that second part. I can just do massive damage. I had the option to do Blast Wave, but that does massive only when the enemy's burning, and I don't really want to try to chain things together. I just want to brain dead this. I just want to hold E, go we. That's the phrase. I think that's the Siralim's battle cry. Alright, next up we're going to do Resonance. Because the enemy is going to be silenced through my Nyx Informer, this should be no problem to get the large damage. So now I've run out of massive damage spells. We're gonna go to planets next. Chaos spell. Same properties for all of this stuff. Then we're gonna go to Elemental Wrath. Enemies take a large amount of damage. We're gonna add Volcano, even though I don't care about the burning. I mean, it's nice, whatever, but I'm doing this for the large damage. Blast Wave means I have to cast it after Volcano. Snowstorm. This, again, has a nice little bonus in the fact that I can freeze the enemy, but that's not the main reason I have it. And finally, the best spell, and I'll move this to the top later, but I wanted to save this for last. Meteor Shower. And now it says it has the least value in intelligence damage, moderate amount of damage, but you have to remember, I'm not relying on my spell casting to do the damage. I am relying on my Koloss Firebrand's Health Division of Mortality trait to do the damage. So this does about as much as Rapture, just per cast, except Meteor Shower casts 3 times. I'll move this to the top later, well, like right below Rapture later, but for now, I wanted to save that masterpiece for last. Alright, now let's go on to the next creature. So for an Evoker build, I've only really got 2 casts, because that guy should be able to kill everybody I run into. The next creature is going to be my Plague Reaper, combined with my Manticore. I haven't really used Manticore since the beginning of the game. Here we are. So what will happen is my Plague Reaper, when he attacks an enemy and executes him, he can cast 3 spells. That's what the little bullseye means in the top left when I'm looking at the enemy. That means that he has enough health for me to execute him. Well, whenever I happen to cast a single target spell, he will also attack an enemy. And these things can activate each other. This should allow me to sweep the board. Let's go and take a look at his traits. His weapon, or his artifact, allows him to do, whenever I cast a single target nature spell, there's a 50% chance to cast it as a area-wide spell. So let's take a look at what spells I'm going to give him. First off, we're going to give him Holy Blast. This will allow me to set the enemy's health to 25%, and, you guessed it, his assassination ability goes right through that barrier. It says here 24% chance to attack. That means that after I cast this, he's got 24% chance with just a swing at the guy. Because I've set it to nature, even though he can wield any gem since I'm an evoker, even since I set it to nature, he can cast it on the entire enemy team. I have also tried Judgment, but I figure that might actually be a little too slow, because if it doesn't kill him, that basically it's just a waste of a turn. So I might put Judgment on a generous gem and give it to everybody. Actually, that is probably what I'll do. Alright, next up we're going to do Mind Blast. This will allow me to stone the enemy to make me more likely to hit them if, for example, they're able to dodge. If he attacks an enemy, he might end up casting this afterwards, because it doesn't really matter too much. I'd rather execute him and I'd rather execute the enemy so that I get the chance to continue casting. So we're putting it that way. It also is nature, just so that I can have area effect. But even though they are single target, with the possibility of area effect, they will trigger his ability, his Mouth for War ability. The third spell we've got for this guy is going to be Mind Storm. This will allow me to hit everybody for stone if I'm having trouble smacking people. And maybe I should instead give this him a clutcher instead and put incantation on someone else, but this is what I've got for right now. Then we're going to go ahead and give him Cyclone Strike, which will allow him to do damage. It's pretty self-evident. Meteor Shower. So because his health is not as high, he gets better mileage with damage increased. This will also allow him to share the gems across the board. And I may just give these to someone else and give him a super gem, which is trading on generous or something else, such as damage potency modified by attack or something. But for now, this is fine. Drain Power and Living Necklace, which are very similar. Their whole point is to get me more magic. I'm actually going to put Living Necklace first, because this, I'm not entirely sure, because I haven't gotten it to activate yet, but since it's a nature spell and it's targeting just the caster, myself, it should be able to cast it on everybody, so they should all get Living Necklace. They should all get an extra charge. Then we're going to get Drain Power. Again, it's set to nature for the same reason. It can cast it on the enemy, and they can lose more magic spells. it doesn't really matter because I don't expect they're gonna run out of gem charges. At least I hope not. Alright, and then we will go ahead and, since we're at it, we're going to add Benediction and Reincarnation to my unicorn. Alright, let's continue with the fusing. For the 5th character, we have someone to make my life easier, and we like making my life easier. Somebody you can get from the 1st realm. I'm going to combine that with my Nyx Informer. This is going to result in a death elemented monster, and the enemy will pretty much be nerfed. I don't have to sit there and wait for them to attack me 11 times as a counter attack if I'm, for example, fighting a centaur or something. Again, this is just his whole existence is to make my life easier. Now, I don't have his item yet. I'll need to run over to the ice world. The thing I plan on giving him is going to be, let's see, Frostbite Yeti. After this creature is attacked, the enemy is afflicted with frozen. I'll just put a provoke on him. So he will provoke in battle. He's meant to take hits. His whole role is basically just to make other people clear the way for them to do their job. Alright, last up we have our Phase Knight, because I always want a Phase Knight just to make sure that I'm not taking severe indirect damage. We're going to combine him with the Guardian Satyr, so that the enemy only resurrects once, although I can probably kill them many times. I'm about going fast. I just want the enemy to die and go away. Kind of like the shine of this one. But you know what? It's like if I could get the pink of this and the golden shield of this, that would be great, but we'll go with this. Go with a pink knight. Now, since this guy is the last in my party slots, he's the one carrying my rebirth item. So he's got my Pandemonium Rebirth, which is going to probably be uniform in all of my serious teams. That's what I'm thinking. That and secret recipe. So this is my army. Alright, so this is my army. Let's see how they work. We'll quickly level everyone up to the max. Go to Stability Realm 5, and I want to go to the Ice World. It's not Azure Dream. What was it again? Frostbite Caverns, that's right. Alright, and I need to get myself a Frostbite Snowball. Alright. Guess I should go ahead and pick up these while I'm at it. I just don't have enough emblems for everything, because I also want all his spells. We'll take this one and... Sure, this one. There, I'm totally bankrupt. I still need 10 more just to get the last item, and even then I still haven't gotten the decorations. Alright, let me make sure I equip my gems. I did equip my gems, right? Yes, okay. Okay. I just didn't get the cast. Alright, that's fine. I was hoping that I would just immediately cast and get the move. I'm not pleased with this development, but alright. So let's go ahead and... Oh, I didn't even equip relics. Alright, that's fine. Let's go ahead and just cast Meteor Shower. Let's see how much damage this does. Now remember, whatever damage numbers we see, you would multiply that by 3. Alright, let's take a look. Battle history. So when I cast Meteor Shower, I did 96,000 damage. Enemy, on the other hand, hit me for 300 damage. Or 3,000 damage, actually, if you look at the Priest. The Priest did a lot more damage than the Spider guy. Alright. And then he cast it 3 more times, but the enemies were already dead for that move. After his triple cast, because that's one action, the Diabolic Menace came back to life with 8,000 life. However, because of my Stay Dead ability that uses intelligence and hit points to do damage, it would have done about 48,000 damage to the entire enemy army. Everybody. For everyone that resurrects, he gets to do that again to every person in the team. So again, I just don't want the enemy to do anything. I'm a little disappointed though that my first battle I did not get to cast automatically. Let me make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to. After the enemy's resurrected, yes. Division of Mortality, yes. First 3 non-ethereal damaging spell jumps. Yeah, you've got non-ethereal spell jumps. Get casting, man. I thought about combining it with one of the other monsters that says 15% of all your creatures can cast spell gems or something like that. But I didn't really want to sit there and wait for other spells. Alright, so this is Gargantuan Master. Okay. So we can take a look at his damage. We'll see if we start casting. Okay, he starts by casting. Good. Did not kill everybody, but remember that they take 10% damage until it's their turn. Then they take 90% damage. So yes, that was a single cast of Rapture, but because I'm an Evoker, he will cast it multiple times. As an Evoker, I get one free cast, and then I get a percentage chance to cast additional times. I still got to show you what the Grim Reaper can do, if he gets a move now. All right, defend. Oh, I should have provoked. All right, how about then we provoke? Yeah, you're the provoke guy, anyways. Okay, you did not survive at all. Why did you die so easily? Now your defense is up, but that's not much defense. Oh wait, less defense, 67%. Okay, that might have something to do with it. But man, your attack is incredible. Alright, anyways. Let's go ahead and just try to revive him. Why didn't you revive him? Oh, I guess maybe it took place after? Alright, anyways. I just want my Plague Reaper to move. That's all I want. Really want to actually kill anybody. By casting Living Necklace, he gets to get more spell charges back. Not that I think he's used any. Alright, my Plague Reaper is almost here. Jeez. Is that enemy faster, or are they just this good? I think they're just this good, because it doesn't look like I have less speed and they have... Oh, wait, stats are swapped. That might have a role to play in this. Wow, okay. Alright, well, let's try this. Okay, let's see if we can get the Grim Reaper to do anything. So I'm gonna start by casting Holy Blast. Well, we'll pick you because you have Arcane. Okay, it happens to apply to everybody. And again, it happened to apply, so now he's just gonna try to chew his way through the army. And that's my party. The two in the center are there to do damage. Man, it was really slow. It's 8,000 right now, but I can see with stat swap it taking a lot longer. Okay, well let's just finish up here and then get out of here. I would be honored to fight against you once more, Tran. Let us begin. Not quite sure why you did almost no damage to anybody. That actually does baffle me a little bit. Is it the spiderlings? Do they result in you doing no damage? I don't know. None of that stuff does anything. None of that stuff does anything. Oh wait, that's me. None of that stuff does anything. No. Nada. Nothing. Yeah, none of those matter, and for their artifacts, they have no traits, so I don't... There's no additional. You can tell because there's like almost no pages. The last page is going to be the resistant to silence. Then you've got a spell jump page, and then an artifact page. So this guy actually has an extra page, but that's because of barrier. Barrier. Yeah, I have no idea why I didn't do... I don't know. Maybe that's also why my Spitting Basilisk didn't do it. Whatever this reason is, I'm not doing damage. That's... What is their defense is 4,879. And still 50,000 hit points and higher intelligence. He should have had no problems doing damage. I just don't understand how... I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not complaining. The more I understand about the game, the better builds I can make. And don't comprehend. It does say strong against sorcery, so maybe that has some sort of resistance factor in it. Alright, well, let's go and continue. You don't really do much of anything, so I don't know, punch Qila. Oh, I thought I had Requiem. I must have put in Reincarnation. Alright, whatever. That doesn't help then. That's not helping either. Okay. I still have no idea what to do. I just need to get a turn. I just need to get my Malignant Spirit to get a turn, that's it. Alright, now we can move. We are just gonna cast Meteor Shower and hope for the best. Okay, they resisted it. They resisted it. They resisted it again. No idea why. Good thing that I'm versatile. Thank you, Plague Reaper, for saving the day. I think he doesn't like Qila. Apparently he did not even kill Qila. Why not? I mean, oh wait, let's check out your abilities. At the start of battle and the start of your creature's turn, they get a barrier that absorbs damage equal to 100% of their health. You don't have anything that's keeping me from killing you. You don't have anything that's keeping me from killing you. And you don't have anything that's keeping me from killing you. So, Qila, die. Why are you not dying? What's going on here? You have 6,000 speed. You have 8,000 speed. I have 10,000 attack. I've got more attack than you and more speed. It's strong against chaos and sorcery. That might be what strong against means, is that they can just ignore my damage. I'm not pleased with that development. Alright, they're all one strike away from death. That's what the little crosshairs mean. I don't actually need to cast Holy Blast. We're gonna do Mind Blast just so that I can continue to attack the enemy. If I cast the other one, then he doesn't get to attack the enemy. Seriously. don't even know. How did you even get hurt? Oh, were you cursed? Great. If I could just figure out what's going on. Okay, Norm, I'm telling you, I've been able to instantly kill enemies with barrier before. It might be that Qila, her barrier is just so massively powerful that it's not working. Pretty sure none of my other guys can actually do any real damage, but I can at least continue to drain their spells. So I can see that I need a little bit more work on this team. Still need to somehow get through that damage. So we'll start off with Rapture again. Well, Meteor Shower should do the most damage. Just Rapture would allow me to get 50% more damage through Vulnerable. No idea. Like, this should kill him. That should totally kill him. Man, I would appreciate an explanation for what happened in that battle. Like it's 000. That because a meteor shark has 3 times, or it attacks 3 times in one spell. So that's the first 000 in the middle of the screen, and then it goes 40,000, and then 000. I think that might be what strong against the class might mean. Maybe there's just some sort of very impressive variable that says 200% more defense against that. I don't know. I guess. So I think it's good that I'm actually trying to keep my team varied and have different classes. I'm going to need more than just 2 attackers then. That was really rough. I'm sorry, it was a bad demonstration of this team's power. Let me go around a little bit more. Okay, I guess it's time I start thinking about putting on those morph life, morph nature stuff. That might work. Unfortunately, my malignant spirit was frozen, so I did not actually get to do anything. So is my other attacker. Alright, I guess I ran out of the building too eager because I did not prep the other 4 guys. I just had 2. I figured the malignant spirit was way enough, and the Reaper would not even get any screen time. So that's my fault. I should have just went full bore on the other individuals on my team. You can unfreeze at any point, Malignant Spirit. Any point. Alright. Enemy, be gone. When we're done clearing out the place, let's see how many spell charges I've got left. Alright, let's head on back. Taking a look at my Malignant Spirit. He's got no Rapture charges, he's got most of his Steel Storm charges, most of his Cyclone Strike, most of his Star Pack. Okay, so that's cool that it does go to the next 3. I kind of wondered, actually. So I saw that he cast Star Pack automatically in one of the previous battles, and that was because he was out of Rapture. That's good, I like that. And of course, he always has the option to cast out of the Generous Living Necklace or Generous Drain power abilities to get his spells back in order. But even then, he's still got all these other group area attacks. But I am going to have to do something about that. I will need to put something on one of these guys that would allow me to morph my classes. All right, that was really rough. That was probably like the roughest boss fight I've had, and And even then, it's through aspects I don't quite understand, so I'm not sure I can work on it. But if I am right and it is just a class thing, I can work with that.